Addiction is a huge subject for many of the population, and many people are making themselves into a subject for rehabilitation by labeling themselves as an addict. But what's interesting is the underlying cause of addiction and what that means for the rest of us who don't label ourselves addicts. What's actually happening when we are addicted? Well, if it's a substance addiction, if it's alcohol addiction, if it's drugs, that's the one that we all look at and we say, there's an addict. That's somebody who is using those things in order to get by in their life. But the reality is, they are trying to feel better. And that's not uncommon across the whole population. Everybody's trying to feel better. Often people are trying to feel better and they're trying everything possible and it isn't working. They're trying to escape their lives. Their lives have become something that they don't enjoy, something that they don't want, something that they don't need, and they don't want to be in their lives. What does the addiction and the substances do? It makes them feel like they are temporarily escaping their lives. So are they addicted to the substances? No, they are addicted to escaping the way they feel absent of the substances. If they felt good without the substances, then they would not need the substances. They wouldn't be dependent on them. And they wouldn't be trying to feel differently than they do. But how does that translate to the rest of us? Everybody is trying to feel differently than they do. Everybody has got many, many goals that are taking all of their time and energy that are aimed at feeling different than they do right now. Whether that be earning money, buying things, becoming something, getting fit, getting your bodily aesthetic better, or whether it be changing who you are, having a different partner, finding a relationship, and that's an addiction too. All of these things are being searched for. They are something that you're latching on to, and the hope is that you'll feel better. You're trying to feel better by exercising. You're trying to feel better by making yourself look differently. You're trying to feel better by having a relationship and not being lonely. You're trying to feel better by fitting in with the norm, and the norm says I've got to earn so much money, I've got to be successful, I've got to do certain things, I've got to behave in a certain way, I've got to have a certain level of income or a house or cars, and the norm says you'll feel better if you do all of those things. But will you? Does anybody at any level feel good enough to stop chasing the next thing, to stop using the activities and the strategizations and the things that are supposedly going to make them feel better? No. So the addicts who do the substances are no different than the people chasing the money, chasing the success. They're doing it every day, all day. Why? Because they hope to feel better. Whatever you're doing to escape your life is in the hope that you will feel better. And the life you have created that you think you need to escape from is of your own creation. So we've all created a life that we want to escape, that we want to find a better way to live. We've all created a perspective on our lives where there's a stack of things that we don't like about it. We chose that we didn't like this big stack of things, and now what we want to do is escape them. And we're looking for vehicles to do that. And whether your vehicle is money, or whether your vehicle is things, or whether your vehicle is people and relationships, or expression, or your bodily aesthetic, it doesn't matter what it is. You are fanatically addicted to the cause of feeling better. And most people don't recognize that they're searching to feel better. They're spending their whole life doing the things that will make them feel better. Most of them fail incidentally, so they find more things and more things and more things to help them feel better. The substance addicts go back to the escape from the way they feel again and again and again. But so do the people chasing the relationship, chasing the money, chasing the aesthetic. So we're actually all addicts. We just don't label ourselves that way. And most of us are doing what is considered normal. So we don't need rehabilitation, apparently. Rehabilitation is for those people who have got specific addictions, not the addictions for the money to feel better, for the things to feel better, for the companions who will make them feel better, or for the body that will make them feel better, or for the places that will make them feel better. I mean, what describes an addiction better than spending years to save for a holiday that will last 2 weeks at the end of those 2 years, and hoping to feel better on that holiday? What kind of addiction is the effort that you've put in order to make yourself feel better for 2 weeks in 2 years' time? That's an addiction. That is a fanaticism. That is people trying to escape their lives and putting so much effort into escaping the lives. At least the people with the addictions just go to the addiction and escape their lives for 5 minutes here, or a night there, or a few days or a week or whatever it may be. We're all addicted, yet nobody's noticing the cause of the addiction. The cause of the addiction is the ideas we have about our lives, about the aspects of our life. We want to change so many aspects of our lives, and we think that certain things will bring that change, whether it be the relationship, whether it be the house, whether it be the car, whether it be the things, whether it be the travel. No matter what it is, we are trying to find the freedom and the peace from having to search for the things that will make us feel better. In fact, almost all of us are just trying to feel better about life itself, instead of reconsidering our perspective on life, the ideas we've created about the aspects of our life. And that's where transformation begins, as you start to reconsider the perspective you've given to your life, the ideas you've created about being in your life. You've decided the job is no fun. You've decided what you do all day is no fun. You've decided that you need to escape from so many things. You've decided that the money will bring you an escape. You've decided that there are things you need in order to be happy. And you've decided that you are willing to spend your whole life on that journey to get there. You're addicted, yet you don't realize. And you're trying to escape your life, yet you don't realize. And you built the life you need to escape from because you decided all of the aspects and ideas that make up your perspective on the life you've got. What if that perspective changed? What if you ended up changing the ideas you've got about your life? Would you still need to seek the escape? That's the question that we all need to be asking ourselves, because we're being led into creating those ideas and perspectives because we work harder, we travel more, we do more things, and we work out more, we eat a certain diet, we do all the things that make us kind of feel better, or we're hoping will make us feel better, and we're all on that same treadmill. So maybe it's time to reconsider what you feel about your life, what ideas you've got about it, and the perspectives that you've created. Because if they change, there is no need of escape. The escape that's needed ends, and all you need to do is to be happy where you are. You can learn that, and you can change that perspective. And it's way easier than spending a lifetime chasing one thing after another that's supposed to bring you escape. And by the way, the substances and the addictions fall by the wayside because there's nothing there to escape as soon as you realize that it's your perspective on life that you are escaping.